guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make greeting cards. I kind of want to show you guys how I make it so that maybe if you're interested, you guys could also start doing that yourself. So yeah, let me show you how this card works. So it's just like any other card, except here, instead of writing a note, you can either use a piece of paper with washi tape or any tape, or just like a post-it, like a sticky note, and then you can just stick that on here. And then on this side, I have like a whole explanation about the card, and you can put your trading card in a top loader and a sleeve, and a plastic sleeve, and then just slide it in. That way, oopsies. Just slide it in. It's just like a pocket with a window, and that way there's no washi tape used to stick it down, and then hopefully that means less ripping and more reusing of the card. And then on the back, just something that makes it a little more fun. I put a section on where you can say where you're trading from. So, it'd be cool for like, I don't know, like the fifth person to be like, wow, this card has traveled all the way to Quebec, blah, 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 and like everywhere that this card goes. So it's kind of like a traveling card. Of course, people don't have to reuse it. They also don't have to write anything, but I was hoping just maybe we could encourage collectors to start reusing cards. I've seen a lot of people take initiatives as well, and this is just one of my initiatives because I love to craft, and this is a way I can craft. So I'm going to show you guys today how I make this. Yeah, I'm not really good at explaining things, but I hope I can kind of give basic instructions on this because it's not that hard to make. So let's put that aside. So the first thing I start off with is just cardstock. This is some leftover cardstock that my sister had lying around, and I'm gonna make use of it. So I'm gonna be using, I have a lot of colors. These are my favorite colors because, for those who don't know, blue is my favorite color. And I always tend to lean towards cooler tones anyway. So I'm going to be using, let's use this baby blue one. And then so what you'll need is, or what I use, I'm sure there are other things you could use, are an X-Acto knife. I actually need to change that blade. Do I have my blades? You know what, I'm going to use this knife. It's kind of dirty and old, but I want to change the blade. And this one's a little more comfortable in my hand. So yeah, just change the blade. Be careful when you're changing the blade. Sorry, I'm trying to get it at the right angle. Good, good, good. Okay. So put that blade aside. So the first step is you're gonna need, first thing you'll need, I use is a cutting mat so that I don't cut into my table. And then obviously a cutting tool. You could use scissors. I just prefer using a knife because I can't cut straight lines with scissors. And speaking of straight lines, this is where my ruler comes into play. So for my measurements, everyone's measurements will vary, but you will need to find out your measurements for your envelope. So this is my envelope. This is like a 4.25 by 6.25 inch envelope or something like that. Something similar to that. And I kind of have already done several cards, so I kind of already know what my measurements will be. For me, I will need to just cut this in half. I have lines under on my mat already so that I can, you know, so that I don't need to measure every single time I do it. So and there you go. So, and then I'm gonna make a light cut, a very, very faint cut halfway through this so that I can get a nice clean fold. So just very lightly, I'm like barely putting any pressure on. So you can see here, there's a line. Do you see the line? There's kind of a line there. I don't know what lighting would be best. Oh, you can see like that. But it doesn't go all the way through. So that way I can just fold it and it'll fold directly on that line. You don't have to do that. That's just a little me being extra. And then because I know that this is not going to fit my envelope, I need to trim off just a little bit. So I'll just cut it down 2 size. 1, 2. Like that. And there you have your basic card. I'm just going to trim off a little bit here because there's a little overhang. So for the purpose of kind of trying to be instructional, I'm going to use a different color for the inside so that you can see a little clearer. So usually you would just, or usually I just use the second half. So just picture this as the second half. So for the second half, I'm gonna directly cut this one in half all the way. And this is going to act as the window sheet. So you're gonna cut this so that it's just a little bit smaller than one side of the card. So I'm just gonna cut. I try to be precise, but I'm also like kind of lazy. So I'm a good enough kind of person. I'm like, well, that's good enough. That's what I am. So this is still just a little big, so I'm gonna cut it a bit more. Just like that. So I'm gonna put this one aside. Sorry, there's like a whole bunch of washi tape here that I don't clean off. And I'm gonna take, this is just a little template thing that I made so that I, once again, don't need to measure every single time I make a card. It's basically the same size as a photo card. So just the same size-ish. And that's gonna be the window. So for the window, and I'm just gonna trace the window. Whoops, my finger was in the way of that one. Of course, it doesn't have to be exact. I'm just doing it pretty roughly. Sorry if my lines aren't straight. Also, my head is probably going to come through sometimes because I tend to get really close to the paper. Oh, there's my head. 1, 2. So at the time of this filming, right before I filmed, I just double checked to see if the subs for the V-Live that came out 2 days ago, what was it? The 10th floor boys plus Doyoung, and the Jisung Hechan Chunla Tegar V Live. If the subs came out, and they did, and that's all I can think about right now. This is me being really excited to watch it. Okay, so that's the window. Dun, 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 dun. At this point, I should turn on my glue gun. I don't think you need a glue gun. I think glue stick could work. I just feel like a glue gun might be extra secure. So while that's heating up, I also have this little, I don't know, template thing. It says about this card. So it's basically just me. I want to explain to people when they get this card what the purpose of this card is, so that they don't just like look at it and be like, what is this? And then just like throw it out. That I'm going to use. I want to cut that. Yeah, so I just kind of want to do a quick explanation about this card for people who don't know, which is going to be everyone because I haven't traded with very many people. So I initially hand wrote all the explanations for the 3 trades that I had done this for. And I have really bad writing. And and my hand cramps really easily because I have really bad writing. I mean, because I don't write much. So, yeah. I decided to just print them because, yes. I love paper, but I love stairs. Lazy. Starting to heat up, right? Yes, it is. And then I'm gonna put that right in the middle where it can be read. So I just try to position it like that. Since the window will be covering anyways, I don't mind drawing on the card itself. And then, oh, actually, hold on, turn this off for a bit. Not ready to use it. Oh. Something else is just kind of, I like to put some washi tape around the middle just so that I can reinforce the frame a little. What we're doing here is we're trying to go for longevity, right? So the more sturdy everything is, hopefully the longer it will last, right? And then I'm just gonna flip this around and cut it diagonally. Yogi, yeah. And then just fold down. Just fold down. I'm gonna take this guy off because he's gonna be sticking out a bit. And just fold down like so. Oh no! Okay. It's stuck to me. And then fold down. And then that's what the front side will look like, the inside. So it'll be something like this. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this back on. There is, I shouldn't touch that with my hands. There's glue sticking up. I need to find a better positioning for my, should I change it now? Should I just move over now? A little better. Oh no, I've been exposed. Okay. That'll be a little better for me to work. And hopefully it will still be in frame. Okay, so first one I do is usually the bottom. So glue gun just the edge. Try to get as close to the edge as you can. Put it down and glue. So I made a little boo-boo. Should I take it off? No, I'm gonna keep it on because I'm gonna make a mess if I try to fix it. So, and then here I'm going to glue the third again. Oops. I like doing one side at a time because I feel like I'm not very quick when I do glue gunning. So I kind of want to make sure that it doesn't dry before I try to flatten it down. Oh no, I glued it to the... And there you go. It's a little crooked, but that's what happens when you work with against time. And of course, you need to check that it fits. So I have a card here that I'm going to check to make sure that it fits. And it does. And just to see how secure it is, I want to make sure that it doesn't come out. And yes, perfect. Except that this is no longer centered. It's okay. The message is still there. And that's basically, honestly, the base of this card. That's all. The rest is just decorating or... Yeah, no, it's actually all just decorating after this point. So I'm going to decorate a bit. So I like using a thicker tape. I'm going to turn that off. I like using a thicker tape or just like tape in general to put in the middle. So something similar to this. I like having the tape there so that it kind of is extra tape to secure the frame down. So let's do that. What am I gonna do? Yeah, okay. Let's pull this all the way out. So something like that. Just flatten, oopsies. and then all the way across and through the inside as well. My tape ripped a little here, but that's okay. So just like that. And then you'll have a nice little spine, kind of. And then extra reinforcement here as well. And I'm just gonna trim off that part. And I'm gonna do the same on the other side. You don't have to use stick tape. You can use any tape that'll cover that, I guess. And here I'm only using one strip like this. Also, this kind of helps hide any flaws with my, not yours. I'm not saying you're gonna do a bad job, with my bad job of gluing. And then with that, because it does kind of seal like here, I'm just gonna make a little cut so that we can fit the card in, which is the most important part, right? So just a little slit and a little slit. Oh, there's already a slit there. Perfect. And then just make sure that the card fits again. I'm going to use this washi tape as well. These are all from Yes Style. I just have a shopping addiction to Yes Style. Not anymore. Not ever since I got into photocard trading, but Yes Style is one of my go-to places. Although it has been a little slow lately, but I mean, what hasn't been slow? Pandemic. Oopsies. Sorry, I'm having a lot of trouble here. Oh my goodness. I was like, this light. There we go. And that's really the card. And I'm just going to keep decorating a bit. If you guys are wondering why I don't put music, it's because I like the sound of silence. And I guess I also like hearing myself talk. When I watch like similar videos of like, just like, I don't know, like lo-fi videos and like pack with me's and unboxings and stuff, I find personally I like videos without music. I tend to find ones that have like really, really, really calm, like even like lo-fi is a little too much for me. So I like stuff that has like just like piano or just like classical music. I don't know. It's kind of a recent development that that's been a thing as well. So for now, I've decided to just not put music in my videos. Maybe that'll change. But for now, I like the sweet sound of silence. Also, if you want music, you can just play music, like stream music in another window. And that way you can even pick your own music. And it won't be copyrighted. Huh? So this is the section just to put a message. So I'm going to take... Ow! Place note here. And then on the front, right. Thank you. You can write any message you want. Let's use some leaves. I actually don't use this set of washi that often. I kind of always forget that I have it. So maybe I'll just leave it out here for now so that I don't forget that I have it. This one's kind of Christmassy, but Christmas is in like another 12 months, so I don't know when the next Christmas opportunity I have is. What is this called? I think half the time of me making cards is me trying to lift the washi. Let's put it like this. And then over on the back, I have some templates that I printed up. So let's cut that. What song do you currently have stuck in your head? 'Cause I have 90s love, and I really just want to sing my little heart out right now. That would not be good for any of us. Comment below what song you have stuck in your head. So I'm just going to put this back here. This is for any survey questions I want to ask, because I'm starting off with just, just because these are new cards, I'm just going to ask everyone where they're coming from. Maybe I'll spice things up once I start trading a bit more. I don't think that's straight, but I've already committed. Because of something like that not being straight, I don't mind using a bit of tape and just kind of making it seem like it was supposed to be like that. Actually, oh no. That. Okay, and then where are you trading from? And I'll write mine. To start. Two. And they'll get it. Should I write it? Should I take off this? The beauty of washi is that it comes off very easily. 2 Let's reposition that like this. Ta-da! That's the card. And of course, you can decorate it however you want. You can modify this however you want. This is just something that I've thought of. Of course, there are probably so many better ways and so many more creative people out there. So yeah. So I plan on using these for my trades, and if you happen to trade with me, or if you happen to get this card and somehow end up on this video, make sure to DM me, because I'm kind of curious to see if this will actually like travel, if people will actually reuse it and like fill up the little stuff back here. I think it'd be cute just to kind of be like, oh, this card has been to all these places. And it's kind of like, I don't know, it's cool. It's like a passport kind of, I guess. But yes, so that's the card, and I hope you guys like it. If you guys have any ideas or feedback or comments, just make sure to let me know. You can DM me on Instagram at meemo.trades, meemo.trades. And yeah, thanks for watching. I will have to make more of these cards as I trade, so I'm thinking of doing kind of like a chill vlog, chill, I don't know what I'm saying. So I'm thinking of doing like a, I don't know, just like what, make DIY with me, something like that, where you guys can just listen to the beautiful ASMR sounds of me making cards and probably talking to myself. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I think the next video is going to be a opening mail with me video. I've been keeping all my mail like on the side because I'm kind of busy with work, so I want to like have something to motivate me to finish my projects. So I've put that aside for now. We're like halfway through January. I have about like what, 6 pieces of mail? And I'm hoping that my season's greeting is gonna come in, because that's like a yearly thing. Also, can we talk about how NCT keeps freaking releasing things? Like, I think I've made a mistake by collecting Jeno and Jungwoo, because now I have to get one dream thing and then one 127 thing. Anyways, so that's it. Have a good day or evening or whenever you're watching this. Bye bye.